That's one of my pet peeves with people. Like, I try to be honest as possible, because sometimes you could be like made into a liar if your information is wrong. Like, say for instance, you work at a retail store and you haven't had a chance to check the inventory or any devices, and you ask one of your coworkers, hey, what's going on with this? You should go check and see if it's there. And they was like, man, I ain't doing that shit. And they just told you it's not there. And then you tell a customer, and then they come in the store, and then you actually go and look and it's there, and then you got caught in a whole lie. That kind of bullshit. Like, that's what I mean. Like, when your information is just like, you know, it could be, you know, like your downfall if it's not accurate. So, but as far as my own information, bro, I try to be on point, you know, like, no lies, because I don't need the karma. I don't want the kind of folk around me. It's so hard to deal with people when they liars, man, because it means a lot. It's like you can't be trusted, you know, like, damn. It's like that at a lot of places, even restaurants. No cheers. I hope to, cause like I'm I'm like loading video on my channel, but I hope it like picks up everything. Cause like sometimes it doesn't pick up the person that I'm speaking with. Like, man, I felt real bad because I posted a Final Fantasy video, and you couldn't really hear the other guy talking, and I'm like, man, I promise you I'm not just making this stuff up. It's like I'm really talking to somebody, you know what I mean? It's like I'm not over here crazy, you know, like, damn. And I felt so bad because you can't really hear it at the beginning, but then like when you get into the video, you can start hearing him because he gets a little louder. But I was like, man, damn, that was rough. I don't know if it's my headset or I just maybe need a better setup. I don't know, but like I said, this is like a hotel quickie, fixie, thingy, real quick. So yeah, I'm just like, what else? Until I, you know, I leave my body here, but you know, I'm not worried about it though. Yeah, I have a book. I put it in the book bag and I just carry it around. Like, hey, what? If I'm traveling, I gotta have some games on deck, bro. I'm a serious gamer. There's no joke about this. Like, I really, yeah, like, you know, I like to have fun in my downtime. And then a lot of hotels around here, they don't offer a variety of like networks to watch on. And then, you know, it's like I watch anime mostly anyway, so there's no network I can, you know, go on freaking the cable that they provide and check that out. So, you know, Crunchyroll gives you the option of downloading the app, and you can just watch anime off of it. The variety is just enormous. I'm like, man, yeah. Oh, bro, you missing out, man. Like, anime, it gets such a mixed, like, you know, feedback. Some series do, some do, and then some don't. It depends. Like with Crunchyroll, because I couldn't get past this enemy, he blocked me, and then this dude Rodney King me real quick. Oh, okay, we can do that, bro. My bad. I won't get caught slipping like that. That was a doozy. Right, Gio should never get lumped up like that. Man, they blocked me in, bro. They straight up trapped me. I'm like, oh shit, it's a wrap. I can't even get past them. Oh! So I just took the L. I picked that up. I was like, dang! Okay, Jill. Man. As far as networks, yeah, they fused with Funimation, which is great because they added a lot more stuff. Like they added a Hellsing OVA to their roster of anime, which is mature anime. It's very, very gory, very explicit. I would not, you know, let any kid watch it because it's like, bro, what? This is anime? Man, you know. right, and it's like as far as the content, it does get close to that like whoa, because you know they try to show the sinister side of humans, you know, human beings, and show like, you know, the depravity and the kind of stuff they can be about with some of the characters. So they do some like off the wall stuff, and you like, oh snap, this is and the way they like kind of build you into it, it's raw. It's like, man, this is coming from a scene where this guy just got his head exploded tonight. He groping this young lady, and oh my god, oh no. But I mean, it's really a mature series, so you know. But it's like this is on Crunchyroll now. Like, oh snap! I mean, is it because of Funimation, or is it because they just decided to add it to the? But yeah, they got a lot of cool stuff on there that's mature rated. You know, PG-13. Depends on what you like. You know. And then there's some stuff that's like slice of life that it's not violent at all. It's just regular soap opera, just animated. I can't really deal with them. But I do like the more, you know, mature way ones, the action, of course, supernatural type of stuff. Yeah, mostly martial arts. Yeah, One Piece is like extremely outrageous with their episode content. Like, I thought they were going to end a long time ago because you know, they were like kind of back and forth on Cartoon Network, and I was like, well, man, they still going? They like 500 episodes plus. This shit is crazy. Like, how can you make a dude that's like rubbery, you know what I'm saying, just this popular, you know what I'm saying? He reminds me of the dude from Fantastic Four, and I'm like, bro, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? How is this popular? Like, I don't get it. Yeah, the gum fruit, whatever the fuck it is. I mean, not gum, but the, I mean, I know that's like his little thing, gum attack or some shit, gum drop. I'm like, bro, ugh. I like the show, don't get me wrong. I have no, you know, anything negative to say about it. It was just definitely different in the sense of like, you know, right. And it's like, but it's not even, it's not, it's so many different directions, you know, they go with it, because yeah, it's pirates, you know, pirates have a bad rap anyway, and then, you know, with Luffy, he's a good guy, but he's so animated and cartoonish. It's like he, you know, has this personality to captivate a young audience, and then when you see some of the complexities of the situation they put in, you're like, okay, so they, you know, they kind of, you know, have a lot of diversity here, but a lot of the characters be over the top, and then it's like my man with the 3 swords, bro. What? Really? You need 3? You need 3 swords, man? And it's in your mouth. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, your gum should be dripping blood. Like, what the fuck? You know, like, what? And he's cool, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, oh man, you got 3 swords. I thought that was over the top, so I was just like, okay, all right, I get this cartoon, you know, it has with everything, you know, your imagination can think of, and it's all about the sea, you know, supposedly, but I just couldn't really do it. I got caught up with anime like Case Closed, which, like, ironically, that show is still going too. They got like, I think they in the thousands. I mean, it's been around for forever, and it's so cool because, you know, it's about this guy who becomes a kid, but he's a detective, and he investigates all kind of crime scenes, and it's really dope because it gets you to really think and, you know, go outside the box and not judge books by their cover. Even though it's an anime, it's really nice, you know, as far as the scenarios they have him investigate, and, you know, the stuff that's utilized to make it, you know, feel just like a real situation. Like, damn, okay, bro, they be having this on Law and Order, you know what I'm saying? It's for real, and it's like, it's so cool the way he comes, you know, to conclusions, because they don't make it like out of the norm where it's some supernatural shit. They make it where it's literally like, you know, humanly plausible or applicable in any situation that they could commit a crime, you know, in that caliber, like, and then have him solve it with the tools that they provided and how they tie everything together, giving you like the ability to just like make sure you know, pay attention to detail. Like, cause I mean, some people don't do that, you know, until you like bring it to their attention. I'm trying to, wow, that was, wow, fucking bug. My bad, one more time, bro. I'm sucking right now. Okay. It does help, because like, man, they be gang banging me over here, bro. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, oh no, they see some fresh meat on the floor, you know, man on the floor, long blonde hair on her, like flies on poop. Seriously. Oh no. I'm gonna have to man, I'm so used to using a pistol. I really don't like the Uzi because I'm like, I'm one shot to the head and it's a wrap. Usually they go down, but I don't have a pistol. I'm making excuses. They really did just jump me. Like, they had me surrounded and a little freaking parasite thingy snatched her head right off. So I'm like, okay, they just, woo. They own it. She can't even take a breath, and they right there. Man. But yeah, case closed is cool. I mean, if you interested in that kind of style of anime. But yeah, I watched One Piece, man. I couldn't do it. I tried to watch it faithfully on Cartoon Network, and then it just, after they kept like, I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm like, man, yeah, I haven't really got a chance to get into it. I saw One Piece like right around when Mr. Three Swordman showed up, and then the other guy, like he has the out cold kick combos. You know, that's the time when I started watching when them guys were part of his roster as far as buddies, and I was like, okay, cool. But I'm good, because there was like S Cried Out, there was freaking Full Metal Alchemist, not the Blood Brothers version, but the first adaptation of the manga, and then there was Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, and I mean, I watched all those, but yeah, freaking for some odd reason, it was like, bro, and I still got DBZ to watch. I don't even have time to give an anime like this long, because I usually use streaming sites to watch the anime ahead of time. Like, cause if you get it all in, you know, Japanese with the subtitles, there's like 200-300 episodes ahead, you know, versus the American releases with, you know, English dub on there. So it's like, you know, I could watch 3-4 seasons before it come over here. If I just watch it in Japanese, you know, read the subtitles and I do that. So, you know, you can be so far ahead and then, or check it out. You can, you know, say, hey, how long is this series, and look at it that way. And then I saw that One Piece was like 200-300 plus. I was like, nah, I'm good, cuz. I don't have time to catch up to that bullshit. For real, and I still got other anime I want to watch. Plus, I play video games. It was a wrap. And at that time, I was playing Final Fantasy 11 on Xbox 360, and that was like my whole life. So it's like I don't know time, bro. But I got real life shit took out of work, you know, I got bills out the ass, you know what I'm saying? So Right. You know, especially if you fucking with Final Fantasy, man. When I was dating at the time, my spouse was like, "So you don't see me?" No, all I see is Final Fantasy. For real, seriously, it's so fun, but it's kind of like at that time, man, it was like the best shit I ever played ever. Like it was like, okay, I'll play all the Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. I done played the Tales games, which are like the next best thing as far as Japanese RPGs are concerned. Well, at least to my consideration, because I play a lot of RPGs, Final Fantasy series, the freaking even the Mario series, because Mario has Paper Mario. They got Curse of the Seven Stars on SNES. Those are RPGs, bro. And then they have the other RPG. Yeah, where you play with Mario, and his brother, and then you get the turn-based. And that shit was awesome, you know what I mean? So I was like, dude, like, I played all these different versions of RPGs, and I'm impressed at the variation they got, but overall the best format was 11. I was like, damn, what the fuck are they doing? Because it's so hard. Don't get me wrong. Like not now. If you go pick it up, you still find a shit ton of players. Believe it or not, they still play it, even though you don't hear a lot of publicity about it. But they still making content for it, and it's like, damn, it's like they having special events for it. It's amazing, but it's really good. It used to be on 360 and PS3. Or was it on PS3? I think it was. I know it was. Oh no, PS2. Sorry, and PC. It's still on PC, but it was on Xbox 360, and it was so awesome. Like as far as variety, because you get like a choice of 30 jobs to play from, which is like, damn, bro, what the fuck is 30 classes? Are you serious? Yes, really, it is that many, and each one is different, and then the way you play it is so different. Like the world is open. There's no turn-based, even though it's like, what do you mean? That makes no sense, bro. It's like, okay, when you engage in combat, right, the world is open, so you can move around and jump up and down. I mean, if you have a jump option. But what I mean is, the roaming aspect is free. You can engage in battle at any time, but your character has a basic attack speed where he'll just do a basic attack. And then they have this line of attacks called weapon skills that allow you to do something, really flashy, that counts as an extra attack. But you mainly, just swing your weapon around, and it's kind of like, it's not turn-based, but it's based upon the speed that you have versus your enemy. So your enemy can hit you up like 3 times while you still swinging your weapon the first time, and then you execute weapon skill. You done it with 2 hits, but they done hit you up like 6 times, and that little time of of attacking exchange, because it's based upon the speed that you have, and then their speed and other variables, and your weapon, like, because the weapons has like delay speed. So if your delay speed is really high, you swing really slowly. But if it's decent, you can probably like get 4 or 5 attacks in before you execute your first weapon skill. It sounds complicated, but you will understand it a lot better if you actually play it, because you can see what I mean. Oh man. Final Fantasy, I get you. Like, I finished it. I have a lot of my data still on my PS2 memory cards, because I'm very adamant about the series. I try to be a completionist, but some games I be like, fuck it. I beat it, I'm good. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? I beat it, I'm good. But some stuff I do actually go all out for. Like, I completed Bayonetta on a couple consoles, 100%. And that shit was the only game that really blew my mind as far as the difficult level. I was like, bro, I'm not going all out for another game like this again. That's action like oriented because they have everything so like extremely put together. Like I have an Xbox 360 account, and I have my gamer score on there, and it has the Bayonetta at 100%. But it was rough. I didn't transfer my data, or at least I didn't put the same kind of enthusiasm playing the PlayStation version, even though I have like gotten pretty far in the PS4 downloadable version. I prefer to just take my time on this one because when I played it on 360, it just took a lot, man. It was like, damn, these fucking boss battles is insane. They want you to be so cognizant of everything, and then on top of that, it's like everything is like just on your ass, like as you increase the difficulty, and then they want you to have like a certain ranking in order to get a certain aspect of the game completed, or at least a particular achievement. Like playing with Jean is an achievement. You have to get like all platinum on normal stages, and that shit ain't no hoe. Like, and then there's like stuff that you can unlock, like the climax bracelet if you find all the pros. There's weapons you can get depending on what difficult level you play, and it plays a part in your completion status. There's a lot of stuff that they have in the game that they want you to do before you get 100%. There's like a fight with Rodan, which is the guy who sells you your weapons. I have it in Bayonetta 2. Like a lot of my stuff in Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta 2 is actually, I think it's maybe 90% completed or some shit like that. 97. I mean, I went pretty hard in that one, but it's some stuff I didn't do. But that's on my Wii U. Not to get carried, but yeah, like with Final Fantasy 10, the best way to play that game, it's just the grind. You pick a good area, you stack up your EXP, hold on to as many Phoenix Downs and potions as possible, and then you continue on. But the best thing to do is to just I'm gonna change this character. Well, I really want an S rank, but I keep forgetting the time thing is because I'm bumping these guns, bro. but yeah, that's the best way to play 10. And then after a certain level you get to, you have to complete their quest. Like each character has a limit break quest that allows you to get them to level 99. Yeah, it's that temple. It's the temple that you first start off at. Like I forgot, you have to do so much stuff in the story, and then it makes you come back there and do a few things, and then you can finish the temple with Yuna, and she'll get the summon. I can't remember yeah, that. It's been a minute, man. I had it on PS2 and I finished it and then I left it. Yeah. Oh, Unaliska, the guy with the blue hair, Seymour? Nah, Unaliska. I can't remember. It's been such a long time. What level is that? I'm trying to remember. Okay, yeah, I have to check her out again because it's been such a long time. bro. But that's how I did it though. Oh, and then playing those blitz games too give you certain stuff. Like you can get a weapon skill from them that really helps out. Like you get that jet shot weapon skill. That helps out with boss fights. That does a shit ton of damage. It's a lot of stuff. But yeah, I just grind it out, bro. I go to an area. I usually get like to a certain level. I pace myself at when I feel like the enemies around me don't have any substantial damage output on me now, because I done grinded out the area pretty well. I try to make sure all treasure chests are found within the area, because usually when you do that stuff, the back and forth gets you to generate so many random battles, and by the time you get everything in the area, you be done leveled up good enough to take the battles of that area without a problem. But yeah, that's how I do it. I just make sure I thoroughly search the area. I grind out until my character doesn't take substantial damage from the enemies in the area, and then once I feel like, okay, they barely do any damage to me, then I get the fuck on. I go to the next zone. And usually it does me pretty well, because I ended up with, you know, the area being completed. I find most of the hidden items. Some stuff you can't do because it's a story progression. Like those ultimate weapons, those are a certain story part. You have to be able to travel and fly in that little thingy. Or is it a boat? I forgot the method of transportation. But you have to be able to go back and forth. And then you also had to have like a certain level to get the quest, because it's like, okay, now you can unlock the ultimate weapon, and then it asks you to go get certain items to unlock the stats of the weapon, because the weapon will say, okay, do this to unlock this part of the weapon, and do this to unlock that part. And once you finish all that, you had an ultimate weapon, and then your limit break, that little sphere grid, it'll have an option to go beyond your limits. And then that's when your EXP, I mean not your EXP, but your MP and HP be like 99999. You know what I'm saying? It be on that level, like you're gonna hack the game. But it's really, they give you the option to unlock the sphere grid, and it'll allow you to connect with the other characters' sphere grid, and to make your stats go fucking insane. Yeah, Orin is a badass. I like Lulu. She's a great person to have at a party. Yes. Yuna, Titus is the shit. Walker is awesome too. Yeah. Riku is my favorite as far as like the females. I mean, on DPS part. Yuna, I always have her around because I'm like, she your lifesaver. That's the lifeline right there. Of them summons, it's just a whole nother bar HP. You know, I mean, hey, I don't rely on Yuna, but I know if I push come to shove, shit gets serious, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to die. Yuna, you know, always comes through. But that's only if you have your summons powerful too. If you have shitty summons, then you know she gonna be shitty. And if you're shitty, she gonna be shitty too. But if you know, do the necessary grind and get the summons, that she gets a shit ton of summons. She gets Anima, she gets your Jimbo, she gets the insect. Yeah. She gets and they badass. They do a shit ton of damage by themselves. And then yo Jimbo, yeah, he's like, if you rich, he'll just, man, you know, you can pay the right. So it's like you get souped up if you get those summons. And they not that hard to get. They want you to get to a certain part of the game. I'm trying to find some time, and then they give you you know, the opportunity to pursue them. But yeah, man, it's a not a hard game if you put in the grind. If you just want to rush through it, then yeah, it's gonna be a doozy, because they make it like, nah, bro, you gotta go back there and get that EXP good. But other than that, you know, it's like a balanced experience. But 11 was the hardest Final Fantasy series I played, honestly, because the grind had you ready to quit that motherfucker. Like I tapped out a couple times. My bad, I ain't gonna do that. But like they used to have it where like it was so hard to get XP. Like, and then if you die, you D-level, and that shit, yeah, that shit made me rage quit a couple times. Cause like I was so adamant about getting to a certain level. Like back when I first started playing Final Fantasy 11, it was hard as fuck to get to level 30. Like it took man a minute because they didn't have the vast amounts of EXP that you get from killing mobs. Now it was small increments of EXP, so they made it so like literally just excruciating to get to level 30, and it was like, fuck, I finally got there. And then when I got there, like they have this thing called sub job. So like once you get to level 30, they throw some more bullshit to it. They say, okay, now go level up another job to 15, so that way you can have a sub job. But it's cool because there, when you play two classes, you actually get to literally play two classes. Like it feels like you literally playing two classes at one time. Like say for instance, if you decide to become a summoner and what they call co-star, but it's a pirate, right? The pirates get to use guns and roll dice to increase their stats. You know, they get to gamble because that's, you know, what pirates do. They gamble on their luck. You know, when they hijack ships or whatever, or try to you know, siege the booty. You know what I'm saying? They use their luck. But they give you the opportunity to play as a co-star, right? Now, say for instance, if that's the job that you wanted, and you was like, okay, but I also want to use magic. I don't just want to be a pirate. I want to be a pirate who has magic powers and shit. So, damn, I would try to find some time, but I got caught up fighting them big ass dudes with the stick. Ooh. Okay. I just like, I should switch the subject, but I got ranting on about this Final Fantasy, bro. But it's really cool. I really hope you play it.
I got us a chopper. Headed your way now. You two work together to take out as many enemies as you can.
Yeah, the series is kind of challenging, but it grows on you though. Like if you don't allow it to give you that defeatist attitude, because it gets overwhelming, man. Like the Final Fantasy games are huge. They want you to absorb a lot of information at one time, and it gets like overwhelming, especially like when you get to certain areas. They start like literally raiding you with constant spawn. It depends on what version you have, because like, okay, with 11 and 14, the monsters are visual. Like they don't just spawn on you, so you know you won't get randomly attacked. It's like, oh, I see them, you know, I can choose to engage or not. Some attack on sight. They're like, oh, okay, you trying to come on my territory, cuz? No, and they'll run after you, you know what I'm saying? Then others will respond to sound, and others respond to, like, if your HP is low. These are in the Final Fantasy 11 and 14 series. They're more than just an AI. They actually have like other things to detect you with, and they have more personality, because after a while, like if you got out of that radius, they'll leave you alone. But if you are a lower level, or if you trigger them by certain methods of travel, they'll attack. Now in the other games, you know, the ones like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, it's just random spawns. You just, you know, you get in the area and then straight the stream shatters and shit, and bang, you in battle. It's like, what the fuck? I didn't choose to fight. Where the fuck? I've been trying to stay low key. You know what I'm saying? My HP low as fuck. I'm not trying to fight. I'm trying to go somewhere and heal. Oh my god, what the fuck? You know what I mean? You have no like free roam, but when you playing those, it's like, okay, you can bob and weave, and you know, you can select whether you're gonna fight or not, and then you get to see them, so you can kind of maneuver a lot better. But the 11 though, it was just, man, they had so much shit in there that makes you want to quit, because like it's online, number one, it's a monthly subscription, so it's like you have to, if you got the time, you know, that's when you subscribe. But if you don't have time, don't waste your money, because you know it's a wonderful experience. But that $13, you know what I'm saying? I mean, depending on what you got going on, that should add up if you're not really playing the game. You know what I mean? It's like I'm wasting $13 every month, and I don't even play because I got too much work to do. I don't have time, and that game requires a lot of your time, bro. I mean, if you want to be an actual real player, because the game doesn't really open up until you get to like level 70. That's the fuck shit about it, because you get so many places to travel to, right? You get so many classes to play with off the jump. Like, they don't limit you at the beginning. They give you so much freedom at the beginning of the game. But the really cooler jobs, because like at the beginning you get, okay, you get black mage, red mage, white mage, warrior, thief, the white, black, red, thief. Okay, yeah, you get those, and then after you get to level 30, they give you the option to get advanced classes like Dragoon, Geomancer, Ruin Knight, Dark Knight, Ninja, Paladin, and some other, Summoner, and Beastmaster, fucking Scholar, and then Samurai, of course, and I know I'm forgetting some. Blue Mage. There's maybe some few others, but they are so amazing. Like, for example, the Summoner in there. Okay, most games, like how with Final Fantasy X, unit summons, they come out beside you, and it's timed in that battle. But once the battle is over with, your summon is gone. Like, it's just, just like disappears in thin air. Not in there. If you have the MP, you summon it, it's on the field. They made 11 so nice to where like you can summon your pets without it costing you MP. So once you have your pet summoned, it'll just remain on the stage until you die or your MP is depleted. Not by having it summoned, but by making it use certain techniques, or you casting spells, because you still can cast other spells while your pet is out. The pet commands on 11 are so much better than 14, because you can actually really get the real pet to go out there and do selected attacks. Like with Sheila, if you unlock her, because you have to fight her first, you can't just have her as a pet. Summoner is very intricate, because you have to go unlock the class. Once you get to the class unlocked, if you don't have the primals defeated before you unlock the class, then you got to go and defeat the primals to have them as a pet. And you have to select the option. It's like once you finish the fight, they'll ask you, what do you want? You want me as a pet, or do you want, you want some gear that's Primo exclusive? What is it do you want? And then you select, hey, I want you as a pet, and you get to summon them as a pet. But their roster of summons kills Final Fantasy XIV selection, and the variety of attacks that they give you with the pet. Like, you can summon Fenrir, and it has like its own chain of commands, support attacks, physical attacks. You can send them out to go fight from a distance. You can just sit there and chill, and man, you can walk off and do something real quick. Go fix a snack while your pet is just sitting there chopping and down on shit. It gives you that kind of free range as far as flexibility with Summoner. On 14, it's not like that. Like 14, they come out, they spawn, they do a random attack, and they go. And you have to stay attentive to the battle, because they don't even attack regularly. Like, you have to instruct them with cast an attack. I don't know if it's going to change, because they keep changing stuff about Final Fantasy 14 so much throughout the years. Like, a lot of their gameplay has changed. Some for the better, some for the worse, and they keep adding and subtracting shit. Like, they took a lot of the cutscenes out of certain dungeons, and I mean, everything changes, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse, but they're always making adjustments. So I can't, you know, hold opinion on that game because it changes all the time. So, you know, you may talk to somebody who played it 3 years ago, and they may tell you about stuff that they had, you know, way back when, and you like, dude, they done changed all that shit. Like, they used to have requirements to get a advanced class, like with Final Fantasy 14, for example, right? If you want a Dragoon, which is like this class that gives you the ability to jump super high, use a spear, use the powers of a dragon to fight with. But it's really fancy, it's really flashy, the armor is cool, shit, it's a popular class, a lot of people play it just for the jumping ability alone. But it does a lot of damage, it's very reliable, it's just a fun class to play with overall, and it gives you a lot of range, because having it as a class, especially if it's leveled up real high, gives you a lot of party invites. Also, it's easy to explore. Oh shit! Oh nice. It's easy to explore the game's content with that class, because it's not too hard to get shit done. Like, for example, if you play with Black Mage in Final Fantasy 14, I gotta drop this Final Fantasy subject because it's fucking me up. But I know I'm like cramming your brain with knowledge of Final Fantasy. My point was they all different, and each experience, you know, is unique. And the best ones out, if you plan on rejoining the series, I say do like 14 because it's got a free trial. It's really smooth. You keep getting A's, but I'm gonna change the stage because these guys with this stick, I can't really focus. I'm just like, I should have ran and got the time things and came back, but when I got caught up with them, like, it depends on your character. Like with Sheva, because she doesn't have a magnum, you have to use a sniper rifle, and then you have to be very like, I'm not Sheva, but Jill. Like, it's just the range, you know. Like with Wesker, it'll be different. I'll use him because, you know, I got the magnum and I can get their ass off of me immediately. But with her, it's like, oh, the proximity bombs? Got you. Okay.
Headed your way now.
Alright, I'll put the map up so I can see your icon. But it's a fun game to play. You should check it out if you want something new. But I play everything, bro. I mean, I played Tomb Raider. Yeah, I own both. I own the PS1 version, and then I own exactly. I prefer so far the older one because I haven't finished the newer one, due to the fact that, like, I just haven't had time to play video games a lot. I always work and then get caught up in other shit. Like, I try to have like a social life and go out to movies and then exercise. It's like, damn, bro, you know, yeah. When not as much as I used to, because of COVID, it had me fucked up for like 2 years. but now that it, you know, shit is free and the weather is better because Michigan is whew. Yeah, I'm trying to. I forgot here. Okay, there we go. I just need to find a little potion. Same, bro. It was weird for me, bro, because like I got a chance to, like, I had took a sabbatical from people for a minute. knowing people from school and then knowing people outside of school, and then I would just go to a lot of places, clubs, and like down in Michigan, they have places like Game Yard where you can go and rent out like a TV and a game thing and hang out with like tons of gamers and play all kind of different games just to try them out before you buy, you know, in some places around here. And I would go there, you know, connect with people. So I knew a lot of people, and then I had like a group of gamer friends that I hung out with, but they, man, was going through stuff, you know, because people be treacherous out here, and they'll try to, woo, like, and I was like, man, I don't want to deal with that. Like, one of the friends had a female who was part of the group. You know, we played Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, Tekken, and Street Fighter. Like, we had little nights where we all game out. And she was pretty decent. Her strong points was RPGs, stuff like Tenchu, I don't know about Tomb Raider, but I know that she was pretty good at Tenchu, and that she was pretty good in Final Fantasy games, and Borderlands, stuff like that. But you know, she was a cute chick, and you know, all the guys kind of liked her, but she was dating one of my friends, and then another friend out of the bunch was creeping, you know what I'm saying, with her. So it like, yeah, bro, you know how that is. Like, people don't want to be around after that shit happened, you know what I mean? And then it's like the shame and it feels weird, and you know, how could you stuff? Here you go. But yeah, and I'm like, man, when I saw that some of the people that were like that, I was just like, I don't even know if I want to fuck with that kind of stuff no more. You know what I mean? Like, do I want to be around this kind of person? You know what I'm saying? Because what if I bring around my chick, you know, and then yeah, she was cute. And then she was, she's kind of innocent, you know, because she didn't have the circumstances on her part. I don't blame her entirely, because she went from like being right out of high school to a young woman to dating a friend of ours who was like her cousin's best friend. So she knew this guy growing up. You know what I mean? It's like she didn't have a opportunity to go out there and date people, you know, and try them out. It was like she knew her cousin, and because her cousin knew this guy, they grew up together, and then she just went from, you know, being the friend to the girlfriend without experiencing nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So when you like, this is the only thing you know, and say for instance y'all clash and it's not working out, and then you have somebody that you also know because of your cousin who comes on a regular basis, and you know, I'm not giving her no excuses, because that shit treacherous regardless, but I understood why she felt like it was a escape route, you know what I'm saying, to try something new without going all out of her way, because it was like convenient. They both were right there. They both were two different people. One guy was real relaxed. The other guy was aggressive and assertive, but nice, and you know, definitely a sweetheart, because he's a friend of mine. You know, and we used to game out all the time and work together and shit. But he went into different forms of employment, and then after his girl, you know, situation happened, we kind of just like stopped all together having them gamer nights, because most of the time it was over the guy's house who you know what I'm saying, got caught creeping. So it was like, damn, this is all fucked up. You know what I mean? It was like, here we go. We go over this guy's house all the time to game out, but we can't even do that anymore, because you know, he's the dude, he's responsible for us having this shitty dynamic with one of the peoples over here, because he creeping with the guy's girlfriend. Shit. So it made shit hectic, and we just stopped hanging out as much. And I was like, okay, well, solo dolo journey, I'm doing different shit, I'm traveling. I fucked up. I stopped playing games as much because I moved to different states. And then I came back to it and started a channel. But not to give you a life story, because there's so much happened, but that's the reason why I knew a lot of people. So like, it was like, you know, I play a lot of different games, and some stuff I just didn't even put on my channel. I just felt like, okay, well, I do fighting games, but that's more like a in-person thing. I have the person right next to me, because, you know, we do split screen, or we were used to playing PS2 games. Like we didn't transfer a lot of our fighting games over. Like we started off on PS2 and we played Third Strike, freaking Melty Blood, Guilty Gear. It's on PS4, but the one we played was Guilty Gear X2 Accent Core because it had like the best controls, the best roster. And then we played King of Fighters 2003 and Tekken. But we do play, well, I mean, the last time I hung out with them, but I had to cut them out because at the time you find out a lot of shit about people. Some shit, you know, maybe for you might be able to accept that, like, oh, okay, I can hang out with this guy because, you know, that's not too bad. And then some stuff, it's like, hell to the no, I can't, bro, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, some of them stuff happened, you know, where I'm like, I didn't even know you could get down like that. Fuck no, gotta get out of here. So, you know, it made me like clean my circle a lot because I was like, I don't want to be affiliated with shit that makes me feel spiritually conflicted. So I'm like, man, I'm not judging, but I know, you know, I don't do that kind of bullshit. So that's not, you know, that's not for me. You know, when you accept people for that kind of lifestyle, that means you condone that. You may not like think so, but you definitely do, because it's like, you know, this person's a whole rapist, right? You don't go to the police. You don't go and, you know what I'm saying, try to contact the FBI. You know this person out here raping like crazy. This motherfucker's a serial rapist, and you don't tell nobody shit. You just like, all right, bro, as long as you don't rape me, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Don't rape me, I'm good. And you hanging out with this person and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though you know they're rapists, but because they ain't raped you, you ain't, you know, judging them. You ain't really, you know what I'm saying, discriminating against them. You just taking it like, okay, well, you know, you're a rapist, but you don't rape me, and I ain't never have a problem with you, so I'm gonna just, you know, ignore that aspect of who you are. But the whole time, you were a friend to a rapist. You know what I'm saying? That's like, nah, bro, I can't. So, and then, yes, it was in that kind of extent where I found out shit about certain stuff about certain people, not everybody. Some people I just outgrew, you know, and then some stuff I just couldn't do anymore, because I see you, because I'm like, bro, it's very important. Like, you get caught up with a lot of stuff, you know what I mean, when you choose to ignore things about people that may not be conducive to your style of life. If you are a morally driven person and you dealing with a person who steals, you know, or lies on a regular basis, that can fuck up your karma, bro. You can fuck around and hang out with this person, and say, for instance, you know, somebody, you know, pissed off, happens to be in the area, and they like, oh, that's the motherfucker that stole from me, cuz. There you go, right there. Brr, brr, brr. You know what I'm saying? Now you done got shot the fuck up because you hanging out with this dummy. No. And I don't hang out with thugs and, you know, hooligans, none of that shit. That's just an example. Because you could be a dude who, say for instance, you a player, right? You out here fucking all these women, you know what I'm saying? And you got, this girl got a crazy ass daddy, or a crazy ass brother, or a crazy ass new boyfriend or something, right? And she like, oh, you that motherfucker that hurt my daughter? Oh, I've been waiting on your ass. Brr, 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 you know? So, you know what I'm saying? And you get fucked up because you standing next to this motherfucker. They like, oh, well, you cool with him? So you out here doing the same shit? You get one too. You know, you get one, he get the second one. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't want that kind of shit. And it happens, bro. It happens more than you think. And you know, I ain't got time. Like, they had this shit on the news a while ago. A kid spent the night over at someone's house, right? And they house got raided because they were under, you know, police investigation. You know, these police was way out of pocket. They could have not. They could have showed a warrant. They ain't say shit. They, oh, we hear that this is a unit that has a person with a weapon, and you know, he's been involved in a crime. We ain't knocking on shit. They bust in there. He in the blanket trying to chill. He like, oh shit, motherfuckers done broke in here. here. Oh shit, let me grab my shit. Brr, brr. Fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Ain't even do shit, ain't do nothing, bro. Got shot the shit out of for being in the wrong place at the wrong time because he decided to spend a night over somebody's house. Hell, fuck, no. I'm not about to get caught up in that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, nah, man. You gotta be careful. See, and I don't hang out with gangsters, you know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that you just don't know what people do in their personal life unless you grew up with them, or you know, unless they, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have that good experience where you know for a fact that they're a good person because you've been through a lot with them, you know, seen, you know, how they get down, you know, you can trust them. Like there's genuine good people out there, but then there's motherfuckers that you just do not know, and no, wait, don't affiliate hood mentality, gangster mentality, street banger mentality with black affiliation, because that's a stereotype that people have indoctrinated into society to make you think that brown skin, I'm just letting you know, bro, they do that to make you scared of the truth, because first of all brown skinned people or black people do not gang bang. That's not the first choice they make. That's not. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's just hard to isolate yourself, just period, like from your surroundings, because people say, oh, you're a product of your environment. If you grow up in an impoverished neighborhood, so you automatically associated with you know, street vernacular, rambunctious mentality, you know, uncivilized, you know, like psyche, you get all of them fucked up ass labels because of where you come from, even though that may not even be who you are at all. But they just judge you based upon where you start off at or circumstances that you don't have control of. No one has control over what the fuck their parents do. If your parents popped one out while they were poor as fuck, that's not your fault. That don't mean you should get ridiculed and discriminated against because you got some poor ass parents. That's like, my parents fucked up, but I'm glad to be here, you know what I'm saying? That don't make me any less than or any more than anybody, whether my parents have money or not. That just means my parents, you know, decide to have kids when they had some money, you know what I'm saying? But people who have parents with no money get labeled as trash in society or labeled, you know, or ridiculed because they living in the poverty. That's like, that's fucked up. Do you know how insane you are to like torment someone because they don't have money? That's fucked up. But you know what I'm saying? And I don't play like that, because the fucked up part about being in poverty, you get dealt the shittiest cards because you in an area where the government has decided to neglect purposely, because they feel that your life has no relevance, even though all human life is equal. It's in the Constitution. So it's like, the fuck? Why is there any areas that are impoverished anyway? Why is there any such thing as poverty if the government is supposed to treat every man like they're equal? So that means I'm supposed to have the same fucking resources as every other place that has, you know, good living arrangements. I'm supposed to have the ability to live in a peaceful environment where there's no violence, where the police actually give a fuck and do their job and don't discriminate and be thorough. But that's not what you get, you know what I'm saying? They purposely trash areas, they purposely do shit, you know, to seclude and cause division. And it's sad out here, man, because you just, it's like people be geniuses in fucked up situations because of what their parents done brought them into, and they had to deal with their cards the best shit where they can, and deal with ignorance from motherfuckers who think they better than them because they have money. Yeah, because they were born into a life of fame and fortune, or at least fortune. It's crazy, but you know, it helped me like really observe what's important in people, you know, because you look at the surface level all the time. We were trained to surface level people to look at their beauty, look at their attire, you know what I'm saying? Look at how they carry themselves. All that shit is surface level, which is important because people's posture, bro, can tell you how much they give a fuck about themselves. But you know, I'm just like, man, I prefer to not judge anybody on how they carry themselves or their appearance, because you never know, a person could be doing a grimy ass job like fixing the car, get all nasty and dirty, but when they, you know, clean up, they wear suits, or, you know, they in polo or whatever, you know, it don't really matter. But the point is, though, your posture is very important. It definitely shows your level of respect for yourself and love. Like, if you walk with your head down, it shows that, you know, you're troubled mentally, you're depressed, you know what I'm saying, that you're not mentally strong. Not as an insult, but it's just showing that that's a, yeah, exactly, you know what I mean, the area where you lacking in. So it's like, yeah, and it's not that that person is dishonest if you don't give eye contact. Some people are very highly sensitive, and the fucked up part about eye contact is that you get to see what's really inside of someone. And some people don't have a good soul, and it's like, I don't want to look in that shit, you know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. Don't look me in my eyes, you evil! You know what I'm saying? You know, for real, bro. Seriously, man. Yeah, because some stuff, it's just like, trust me, man. I mean, you don't know me, but it's just a figure of speech. What I mean is, like, because I done so many different places of business as far as work and income is concerned, and I got a chance to work with different personalities and different caliber of people, and it's just like, man, you know, it's insane because the shit that society has indoctrinated people as the norm is just literally fucking brainwashing. Like, people have been taught to, especially the mankind, have been taught to be this dominant, this overbearing, this bravado, this, I gotta protect, you know what I'm saying, be strong as fuck, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, I can't show no emotion, I can't cry out here in these streets, cuz, I gotta dominate, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, be alpha type, just dumbass shit that really don't make any sense. Like, a alpha male has different sides, you know, you don't have to be this assertive, aggressive, physical person to show your alpha side of yourself. If you want to, you know, put yourself in a level of, like, you know, category of, or at least distinguish yourself from other men, you know what I'm saying? Like, a leading man alone is a man who is not afraid to be himself. That's the leading quality that any person should look for first off of anywhere. If a person can't be themselves, they're not fit to be a leader. If you have to always get validation through somebody else, that's not a leader mentality. You know, a leader is a person who's able to make their own decisions. That's how you lead. It's you leading yourself. If you can't lead yourself to be yourself, it's like, bro, you just doing to be a follower. And a lot of men out here are followers because they want to be tough. They want to act like this and act like that because that's what social media and, you know, all this media shit via, you know, television, internet, you know what I'm saying, paper, because you can pick up a magazine and see this bullshit in the magazines teaching people to be this stupid ass, just drone of a type of person that makes no sense, because men are just as sensitive as women, you know what I'm saying? And the fucked up part about humankind is that we have all this knowledge, right, that shows us that sexuality is not an issue. You can sleep with a woman, you can sleep with a man, it's up to you, because you're composed of both kinds, you know what I'm saying? You're made of man and woman. You have DNA that's going to make you literally attracted to either sex based upon the chemistry of the person, aka pheromones. So, you know, if you sitting around with a stick because you're around a certain guy, that's fine. It don't mean you a raging fag, you know what I'm saying? It just means you're a human being and you happen to be around somebody that you like. But people make you feel bad about, you know, liking what you like. It's like, I can't even be myself. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's like this shit don't make no sense. And then if I do be myself, you know, if I tap into like guys who don't like women, oh that's a problem. Oh you're a homo. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to justify sexuality or nothing like that, or people's behavior, because you can be you can choose to, you know, say okay I prefer to date guys more than women, and that's cool. But how you go about that is the whole situation. Like, you can date guys and not be a lusty person. You can only date one guy in your whole life, you know what I'm saying? Realize, okay, you like dating guys. That's where you want to be at as far as when it comes to intimacy, relationships, you know, shit, goals, is to be with a guy. That's what you like, you know, but you still interact with women, you still have female friends. But when it comes to sexual situations, you prefer them to be with a male. That's fine. You know, as long as you're safe, you're, you know, not putting yourself out there, you're good. Right. Right. No, you know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal, bro. It's not. But people make you feel like you being yourself is a problem, and it has caused so much hatred in the world. It has caused so much death in the world. It's caused so much fucked up chaos in the world. Ah, shit. Damn. I got caught with this slug. I'm sorry, bro. This slug thing, this fucking buggy thing got me. Ah. Yeah. Okay. I need some food too. Oh my bad. I meant to say no. Okay. Can we just do this one and then get the fuck up out of here? I like. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Cause I'm like, I was having fun with fucking Shovel, but that parasite thing snatched my head off. Bro, you not happy? Why are you not happy? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? Like, liking dudes, man. Like, I really think they should just eliminate sexuality as a term, because it's not true. Like, you know, they try to just do that to separate you from other people. Because there's no straight man. That I can stand by 100%. Like, there's men who prefer to be with women only versus accepting that side of them, but there's no straight man, and it's been crazy because, bro, working for in retail and doing this type of stuff I've done, I've come across so many men who have been married, like with kids and girlfriends, and be like, can you give me some meat? And I'm like, what? I didn't even know, you know what I'm saying? And then when I rejected it, you know, they gave me problems, and it's like, don't do that, bro. Don't be that kind of person. You making people who are like that look really bad, because number one, you're not respecting who you with. It's different when you actually have a female who's complying with who you are. Because some women know, you know, a lot of women know that that's who you are. And they'll ignore it. They'll just say, okay, well, fuck it. I love him so much that I don't care if he likes to stuff his hole with me. You know what I'm saying? And they'll let you go in, you know what I'm saying? Get some meat on the side, you know, whatever. And they're cool with that. If you're honest with them. It's how you handle your interactions with people. The best thing to do is to be honest and tell your truth, because if you are constantly in fear of someone rejecting you for being you, then you're never going to find real love. You're never going to find like a real person that's going to accept you. That person is just a user, or you know what I'm saying, not even a good fit, because real people who genuinely love you accept you for who you are. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how hard that is to understand and accept, I've seen the difference between people who accept you for who you are with no bias, no expectations. They just love you for you being you, versus those who have hidden agendas or, you know, have insecurities. You know, I've seen women who I'm like, yeah, you know, told them straight up, I've dated guys, I've dated women, you know, it's up to you. Right, it's the double standards, and it's bullshit. But the fuck thing about society is that when you have a male friend, that is your boyfriend. But people don't want to acknowledge that. That is literally your boyfriend. Even though you may say, oh, that's my bro, I'm straight as fuck. If you have a male friend, that is your boyfriend. The only thing you ain't doing is fucking. Because you have a close connection with them. You respect them. You spend your time with them. Right, exactly. So it's like, I mean, the only difference is whether you've been intimate with them or not. But they're still your boyfriend or your girlfriend, regardless if you fucking them or not. So it's just like, chill. Like, let people be themselves. You know, just be honest about who you are, because there is people who actually will work with you, like, harder if you're yourself versus you lying. Because some people can pick that shit up and be like, oh, you sitting there saying, oh, I'm straight, I don't do no dudes, and all of a sudden somebody that you done slept with or somebody that know about your private life has a female friend that you work with, and she done told, you know, he done told her, or you know what I'm saying, they done talked about it, and she know all about you and you don't even know, and now this person is just going, you know, rampage with all your secrets and shit because you dealt with somebody who had a friend with a loose mouth, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's better just to be yourself, because you never know what people talk about, number one. And then to be looked upon as a liar or a fraud is the worst shame ever, because it takes so long to repair your reputation. And then on top of that, it's like, you know, you miss out on blessings, because when you are a liar, you attract other liars. Honestly, people not gonna fuck with you. They're like, oh, this motherfucker is a liar. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? So it's like, who else gonna fuck with you? Another liar, you know, because they know that you lying, they can lie to you, and you know, y'all go around in that little vicious ass circle of lies, and next thing you know, you mad as fuck because you fuck with a liar, and they like, well, you was lying too, what the fuck you mean, cuz? You know what I'm saying? We both was lying. So it's like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? But that's why I'm like, man, because I've been doing these probation periods on people to even cause friends, and it's been really rough. Like Michigan, because of the diversity you have, you know, people that are middle class, a lot of people that are in poverty, and then people that are rich around here who don't really mingle with a lot, you know, of the society. They kind of, you know, move, you know what I'm saying, a different way. But you can tell who's who just by certain things that people do and they say, and you know, they're like aura. Because people, you know, who are comfortable with their finances, they will bear that dread aura, like, oh fuck, I got these motherfucking bills, I gotta work, you know what I'm saying? They not pressed about hours, they're not pressed about income, they just calm, they collect, they reserve, you know. That's one of the things that they not pressed about, and you can tell, you know, in conversation and just the overall energy output that they have. Because stressed people have a different energy output, man. It feels different when you talk to them, you know what I'm saying? Even the inflection in their voice is different. Like a person who's excited and chipper and no problems sounds clear and strong versus a person that's like, man, all I do is work, bro. I really don't have time to do anything, man. I just fucking work and I work and I fucking work. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, bro, you ain't happy about shit. you know what I mean? It's like, fuck, I get it, you work, you know what I'm saying? You got me feeling sad. You work, bro, all you do is work. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it really matters. But it's just like, man, you know what I'm saying? Dealing me or somebody else. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't know you had friends. I heard somebody smack. I thought they were probably listening, like, whatever. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, this information is all that shit. Oh, I'm just like, oh man, like, I'm trying to be as honest as possible with experiences. And it's different with everybody, depending on who you decide to surround yourself with. You know what I mean? Because people, they show you different sides, bro. You gotta be ready for that Jack and Hyde shit, because it's real. But, I got one if you want one. I'm trying to make my way, but I got people on my ass right now that's not trying to comply with me leaving. Alright, I'm almost there. Well, at least I'm almost there with this fucking dude. Okay, you are alright over here. Okay, I see you. I'm gonna try to make my way to you though. Oh, I see you. Okay. Yeah, it's just been insane with the different types of people out here, bro. Not that, you know, I'm like trying to say I'm a perfect person, because I got my issues too. But shit is crazy. Snatches. Okay, there we go. But yeah, like the worst experience I've ever had, I've been dealing with this, well, not lately, I kind of cut this right now, because this guy, man, I know it's hard, like, and I see why it's very important to be honest with your, like, you know, with people and yourself. And then if you're going to be a dad, please don't be a dad who does not accept the fact that he likes meat, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be that dad. Don't be the dad who lies to his child, like, no, you gotta be straight out here. I only want you with girls, you know what I'm saying? Be that dad, be like, bro, if you love, you know, riding the pole, just be safe, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, you know, own who you are. But if you like, you know, fish tacos, you know what I'm saying, by all means, get the baddest and most prettiest ones. And when I mean bad, like as in like they're good people, you know what I mean? Like they're just like, you know, badass, like they're super fine, super smart, you know, like, damn, that's a badass bitch, in a good sense, you know what I'm saying? Not like, oh my god, they're a terrible person, they have bad manners, they fucking can't cook, can't do shit. Not oh fuck, not that kind of bad. That, okay, that's literally literally bad. I'm talking about like as in like, ooh, that's a great choice with that one. Alright, bro. Okay. Alright. Oh wait, I meant though. We can I make it out. Alright, cool. Okay, there we go. Okay, alright. I'm gonna grab something too.